The Marib Dam is a modern dam blocking the Wadi Adhana in the valley of Dana in the Balak Hills. Located in the Marib Governorate in Yemen. The current dam was built in the 1980s and is close to the ruins of the ancient Great Dam of Marib. First built in the 8th century BC. It was one of the engineering wonders of the ancient world and a central part of the Sabaean and Himyarite kingdoms around Marib. There are also other important ancient dams in Yemen such as the Dam of Jufaina, the Dam of Kharad, the Dam of Adra, the Dam of Mikran and the Dam of Yathan. Historically, Yemen has been recognized for the magnificence of its ancient water engineering. From the Red Sea coast to the limits of the Rub al-Khali desert are numerous ruins of small and large dams made of earth and stone. The site of the Great Dam of Marib, also called the Dam of Arim, the Kingdom of Saba, was a prosperous trading nation, with control of the frankincense and spice routes in Arabia and Abyssinia. The Sabaeans built the dam to capture the periodic monsoon rains which fall on the nearby mountains, and so irrigate the land around the city. Some tentative archaeological findings suggest that simple earth dams and a canal network were constructed as far back as around 1750 BC. But the most reliable information dates the Great Dam of Marib to about the 8th century BC. It is counted by some as one of the most wonderful feats of engineering in the ancient world. The medieval Arab geographer Yaqut al-Hamawi describes it thus: "It is between three mountains, and the flood waters all flow to the one location. And because of that the water only discharges in one direction. And the ancients blocked that place with hard rocks and lead. The water from springs gathers there as well as flood water, collecting behind the dam like a sea. Whenever they wanted to they could irrigate their crops from it, by just letting out however much water they needed from sluice gates. Once they had used enough they would close the gates again as they pleased." The date of the first construction of a dam at Marib goes back to somewhere between 1750 and 1700 BC. The earliest inscription on the dam is one placed there at the time of its construction or repair of parts of the dam undertaken by Yatha Amar Watarai, son of Yada el-Zari'i, who reigned in 760 to 740 BC. The following repair was in the time of Yada el-Bayan II, who reigned in 740 to 720 BC. Renovations were then carried out by Dhamar el-Zari'i and Karab el-Bayan, who reigned in 700 to 680 BC. All repairs were minor, consisting of essential maintenance, such as removing dirt, or opening watercourses, or stopping up gaps. The Makrib Sama el-Yanuf II, son of Dhamar el-Watar II, had his name carved into parts of the dam to mark the completion and repair of the dam. The dam was composed of packed earth, triangular in cross-section, 580 meters in length and 4 meters high. It ran between two groups of rocks on either side of the river and was linked to the rock with substantial stonework. The dam's position allowed for a spillway and sluices between the northern end of the dam and the cliffs to the west. Around 500 BC the dam height was increased to 7 meters. The upstream slope was reinforced with a cover of stones, and irrigation was extended to include the southern side as well as the northern side. After the end of the Kingdom of Saba, the dam fell under the control of the Himyarites around 115 BC. They undertook further reconstruction, creating a structure 14 meters high with extensive waterworks at both the northern and southern ends. 5 spillway channels, 2 masonry-reinforced sluices, a settling pond, and a 1,000-meter canal to a distribution tank. These extensive works were not actually finalized until 325 AD and allowed the irrigation of 25,000 acres. The Muslim historian Al-Isfahani maintains that the famous breach of the dam occurred some 400 years before the rise of Islam, but Yaqut al-Hamawi assigns it to the time of Abyssinian rule. Ancient South Arabian sources report that in about 145 BC, the dam suffered a major breach during the war between the people of Ridun and the Kingdom of Saba. And that is the very breach that many scholars consider to have caused the Sail al-Arim mentioned in the Quran. It is also mentioned in Arab proverbs which speak about the hands of Saba having separated at that time. The fighting between the Ridunites and the Sabaeans delayed the repair of the dam, and this caused devastating losses of crops and fruit, leading large numbers of people to disperse in search of new land capable of supporting life. So huge migrations ensued. It is still uncertain though whether it was that particular breach that caused the flood of Arim or not, since some migrations certainly took place in the 2nd or 3rd centuries CE. And they are also ascribed to the breaking of the dam of Marib. Generally speaking, the dam was repaired twice shortly before the coming of Islam. On